Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 14th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I should say. And let's see what we have going on for you this week, Aries. And definitely progress coming in for you here, so I like to see that. I feel like for some of you, you had to take a pause recently. This could have been financially, so maybe some of you experienced a pause in your financial life, or maybe you had a decision or will have to make a decision in your finances. I feel like this will lead to a lot of luck, Wheel of Fortune, but I do feel like there could be some sort of challenging decision here. It feels challenging to me in the sense that if you're making a decision, it just looks like it could involve like family or something like that. I feel like I said this to you the other night as well in the daily reading. It's almost like some of you, it's like maybe you're having to make a choice between, accepting a job somewhere where you're going to have to move your whole family or something like that. It's going to be different for all of you. But crowning your reading here, you have the Koala Spirit. Yep, this card says Spirit has a plan. So I feel like overall you are being spiritually guided. And we can see this again, you have the Hangman. The Moon even can be a card of spiritual guidance as well. You start off with the Truth card here, Aries, for this week, and the Going Forward card. I do feel like for some of you, it's like you could be looking for the truth. You have the Moon card here. It's like you're hoping for the truth in a situation, probably from a person. So I feel like you're trying to get the truth from a person. You have the Knight of Wands, though, which is like very in and out energy. For some of you, I feel like you're just moving forward without the truth is really what this first row is saying. So I feel like saying that if this message is for you, Aries, it's like you know something. You have the Moon, the Six Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is like a back and forth situation with that Knight of Wands. I don't feel like that is you. I feel like this is a person you're dealing with. I feel like it's very in and out, very back and forth. I feel like you were hoping for the truth in this situation, but the Moon tells me that you're moving forward without the truth in a lot of ways. The Moon to me represents part of the Fool's journey. There's a path that runs down the middle of the Moon. There are these two dogs, or a dog and coyote, and they are kind of like a warning to the Fool on his journey about to not get off his path. There's also these two towers that stand in the background of the Moon there. And again, those two towers also remind the Fool to not get off his path, to not get off his journey. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you were hoping for the truth out of a person. I feel like that really you could have moved forward with this person. I feel like it could have been a good path, but it's like now you're having to move forward without closure, or you're having to move forward without the truth of, in a situation. You have the Six Wands here though, so I feel like there will be a major victory for you here. I feel like you will be progressing as well with that Six Wands. I almost feel like saying you're walking towards the world. Those are the words that are popping into my head with the Six of Wands here. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you could be going through a difficult period of time where you're experiencing a loss with a person, but at the same time, it's like I feel like you're moving towards progress, and I feel like you know it as well. I feel like this is just someone who, it's like they come in, they give you half truths. I feel like this person is like in and out. I feel like you can sense something where it's like they kind of give you half truths, or they're just not telling you everything. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're moving on. I feel like you see the big picture. You have this koala. Oh my God. You have the giraffe, right here. So I feel like some of you see the big picture of a situation. I feel like you're deciding to go on your own path. You have this canary spirit. It says sing your own song. But I feel like that's more just saying that you are feeling like you can be independent from a situation. For some of you, again, I do feel like take this for how it resonates, because either this is a relationship for most of you, I would say, or this is a job. I'll explain that in just a second. In this row, you have the Hangman, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, definitely some sort of breakup. I feel like you felt like you were always having to perform in like a relationship with that Hangman card. It's almost like you always maybe felt like you were having to jump through hoops, or maybe this person was always asking things of you, or maybe you felt like you were always having to put on a performance, is what I feel. I don't get the feeling, I don't mean that like that you were being fake in the relationship or anything like that. I just felt like it just felt like a lot of work, So that's what I feel for some of you there, Aries. For others, again, same thing in work. If this story is for you about work or business, I feel like you felt like you always had to perform, but it's like you were getting very little in return with this energy here. I also feel like I get like this weird story about work. If this is for work for you, it's almost like someone like was acting like you should be so grateful that you have a job, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, one of those bosses that's just like, oh, you should just be thankful that you have a job, like a jerk. So I feel like for some of you, it's like that your boss was acting like they were doing you a favor, when really it's like that they have the business. It's like their job, you know, to hire people and have people working. I don't know, weird story. But that Queen of Pentacles to me is saying that you're stepping into your own. I feel like you're gathering resources and gathering the things you need to be successful. I feel like there's about to be a lot of abundance. Again, we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. It's like fortunes are turning in your favor, and it's with this change in the wind card as well. So obviously there's some sort of change coming in for you. For the most part, like I said, I feel like with this Five of Swords here, I feel like it just plays into this bottom row here. We have the Knight of Wands, Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're just ending a cycle with a person, especially if it's like a back and forth person, like we explained at the beginning. Next, you have the change in the wind card here, Aries, some sort of change. Never-ending story, for sure. Like I said, I feel like you're breaking off this never-ending story, this never-ending cycle that is going on in your life here. I feel like you want change. I feel like you know that you need some sort of change here, especially with that never-ending story card. You do have the Three of Swords here and the Queen of Cups in the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely some sort of change. Even to me, I have alternative meanings that I use for the tarot cards that are just like my own intuitive meanings. And the Queen of Cups to me is a change in direction. Queen of Pentacles to me is a crossroads as well, having a choice to make. So I feel like some of you could be walking away. It's like you're walking away from illusions with this moon card here, but you're heading towards, you know, major success with the Wheel of Fortune. You're heading towards happiness and good things coming in for you here. Like I said, I feel like you could be feeling a little bit heartbroken here with this Three of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Wands. I mean, this might make you a little defensive here with the Seven of Swords as well. So you might feel pretty closed off. For some of you, I feel like you are just closing. And, you know, I don't really feel like this is a heartbreak. I feel like this is more saying that you're just closing your heart off to a cycle with a person here, especially if it's someone who's like in and out, someone who, like, I just keep getting this like half-truths thing. And it's like it's not even that they're lying. I feel like they just feel like they only have to, it's like they give you just enough of the truth in situations, like just enough to push you. Like I even see, it's like I see a scale in my head. Like I feel like this person, literally, they could be counting grains of sand, like as in each grain is just like a piece of the truth. And I feel like they only give like one grain of sand enough to balance that scale out. It's like they're not willing to meet you halfway in this situation. You know, so I feel like you're kind of like shutting that off. For others, I feel like you know that there's more. Seven of Wands is a set point in your life. On the Seven of Wands, this guy is defending his position at the top of a hill. He knows his value. It's a card of conviction. He knows what he deserves in life. And if this is work or business, I feel like you're just saying to yourself, I know what I know my worth. I know what I am worth in work or business, and I'm not going to settle for less. So I feel like for some of you, you could be very determined to find like a job or a position that pays you your worth here, Aries. So I definitely like this for you, Aries. I like the direction it's going in, but let's clarify with the Lenormand, and let's see what we get for you here, Aries people. So Aries, between the Moon and the Hangman, yeah, you have the Six of Hearts. This is called the Star. This card to me can actually represent obstacles being removed from your life. To me, the Star can represent a total turnaround. Like anywhere there has been any delays or things holding you back, the Star kind of says try again. So I feel like there could be a lot of luck or like good things coming in for you with that card. Between the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Hearts, the Rider. Love it. The Rider is a card of like wishes, kind of like the Nine of Cups. So there could be some sort of wish coming in for you. I also feel like good news. Again, Six of Wands could be good news coming in for you. Nine of Hearts could be good news as well. I would say that the good news would be about your finances. I would say especially if you're like waiting for financial news. Maybe you're waiting to hear if you're going to get that new job that pays you your worth, if you're going to get that job that pays you what you know you're worth as well. I feel like you could be getting good news with that card. And for others, this could be some sort of move. I would say probably if you're moving or traveling, I feel like this is more of you being in the planning process, especially with the Wheel of Fortune showing up in your future position here. I would say that you're maybe planning to move like in the future. Again, for some of you, this is like a major decision, I feel. Because some of you, this could be like involving a family, and so maybe you get a job like across the country or far away, and it's like you're having to make a difficult decision for the family, and I feel like you will probably choose to move. Between the Knight of Wands here and the Five of Swords, yeah, you have the Tower. The Tower in the Lenormand is like a little bit different than the Tower in the Tarot, but still, this could be like a falling out or a breakup. It is a card of isolation as well, but really I feel like you are choosing isolation with that Seven of Wands. It's probably better than just wasting your time on someone who gives you crumbs, basically. Between the Hangman and the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Hearts. Yeah, you know that there's more out there for you. King of Hearts is a card called the Home. So again, definitely some of you could be moving. But it's also a card of like love and true love. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're kind of like more holding out for someone who is secure. This card represents a home, and it represents the feelings of home as well. So it can represent you being very focused on someone who's like safe, secure, comfortable, you know, and who offers protection and all these other things. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces as well, Queen of Cups, Hangman, Moon, or a water sign. Now, it's not going to be true for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like it could be a water sign. Between the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, you have the Nine of Diamonds. Nine of Diamonds is called the Coffin. And the Nine of Diamonds represents needing to leave the coffin. The coffin door is always closed on the Nine of Diamonds. And it kind of says that you need to open up to a new life. It says there's something beautiful waiting for you outside of some sort of ending. So I do feel like, again, some of you are going through an ending, going through a breakup, going through a separation, or you're going through a job loss or something. But I feel like there's something amazing coming in for you with that Nine of Diamonds. The Nine of Diamonds can come up when we're holding on to like the last little shreds, you know, of whatever we had or whatever we thought we had. So there's definitely something amazing coming in for you. Yep. You have the Sun. Between the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Sun. On one hand, the Sun represents enlightenment. It represents understanding something that you need to do. Like, you know that maybe you need to end a cycle with this person. So if that's the case, I just feel like you know. It's like you have been enlightened to this situation. So I feel like you know that you need to leave it behind. So I feel like you're just going to leave it behind. It is a card of happiness as well. So I feel like that your fortunes are turning around with that Wheel of Fortune. In your top row outcome, Four of Diamonds. Four of Diamonds is patience for your soulmate in the playing card reading system. But I do feel like for some of you that this is saying that you are being patient. I also feel, again, Four of Diamonds is safety, security, comfort, protection. I feel like you're very focused on finding someone who makes you feel those feelings in a relationship here, Aries. Yep, middle row, you have the Three of Spades. Three of Spades in this deck. This is the maybe Lenormand. It's not an actual Lenormand card, but in this deck, I think it represents a love offer. To me, I read the not Lenormand cards. I originally started this channel reading just playing cards, and Three of Spades can represent a separation or like a breakup. So I feel like for some of you, definitely a breakup energy going on here, but I feel like it's for the best. In your bottom row, you have the Four of Spades. Yeah, probably taking time to recover. Four of Spades is kind of like just a card of recovery and resting and relaxing and all this other stuff. So let's get a bonus row for you here. New life coming in for you. So I feel like there's definitely it's like you're heading towards a new life here, Aries, after this change. I want to get a bonus row to see kind of like what is going to be coming up for you here. Yeah, Nine of Wands, definitely having been through battles, feeling beaten, I feel like you feel beaten up, battled, and bruised with that Nine of Wands there. Yeah, you have the Two of Cups heading towards true love. It's like you're giving true love one last chance if you are looking for love there. Yeah, you have the Lovers as well. Could be a Gemini coming in for some of you in the future. So I do feel like it could be a Gemini coming. I just got chills when I said that as well. So I feel like for some of you, this could be a Gemini that's coming in for you in the future. It looks like a soulmate. Two of Cups and the Lovers. It's like a soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. But it's like you're giving love one last chance, especially in the future. If this is a job, I feel like it's something that's perfect for you with that Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a perfect match in anything. The other thing is that the Two of Cups to me can just represent you and your higher self. It's like you talking to yourself here. Yeah, on the Nine of Wands, you have the Queen of Spades here. Definitely an air sign could be coming in for you. Queen of Spades is like someone coming in with an offer. It's called the bouquet, and this will be in the future. Ten of Hearts, someone who will be loyal to you here. Ten of Hearts is called the dog, and it represents just loyalty or someone who will be loyal to you in love. It's also a card of fortune after difficulty as well. So like I said, I feel like your fortune, like things are turning around. This is pretty simple reading. I feel like just a turnaround reading. I feel like just saying, your fortunes are turning in your favor here. You have the Six of Diamonds here, which is a card called the Clover. Tons of luck coming in for you in the future. And also this Two of Clubs wanted to come out as well, Aries. The Two of Clubs is a card of you talking to yourself. In the playing card reading system, I used to read the Two of Clubs as just you talking yourself into something. And Nine of Wands, again, I feel like for those of you looking for love, this is new love. I feel like you're going to have to talk yourself into it because, maybe you've been hurt in the past with that Nine of Wands. But I feel like this is like a perfect match for you with all these cards. So that looks good. For others, like I said, I feel like this could be you kind of talking yourself into some sort of change, whether it's a move or, it's going to be something. I feel like this is something that pulls you outside of a comfort zone almost, because like I said at the beginning of the reading, I just get this feeling that you could be like trying to or having to move your family, or you're gonna have to do something else that you've never done before with that moon card. The moon is a journey that you've never been on before, and the moon kind of represents a period of innovation as well. The moon card represents the period after the full moon on this card here. So after the full moon, it's a time for innovation, trying new things, and like all that. But to me, it's more of a card of innovation, the moon card, and that's why it represents fears, because it's like if you're trying new things, if you're innovating in your life, you have no clue what you're doing, right? that's the whole point of innovation. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're just trying new things here, experiencing a new life. So this looks very interesting. I feel like your future looks amazing here. I feel like things are turning around right now. I feel like there are amazing cards here, and especially that Wheel of Fortune. So thank you for watching, Aries. Really appreciate it, and definitely enjoy your week.